Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a very interesting project that in my opinion not only has a high chance of securing a Polkadot parachain, but it also has a very high chance of a Binance listing, right? And this project is called MahaDAO. So just like always, if you guys want to do your own research, which I highly recommend you to, please go to their website mahadao.com to find their documents, white paper, and every other information about the project, right? So what is MahaDAO? MahaDAO, they basically claim to be the world's first non-depreciating currency. So introducing Arth coin, a new kind of money that maintains its buying power irrespective of the direction the market moves, right? So basically, MahaDAO aims to be this project where they aim to create uh, a non-depreciating currency. Uh, and they're also releasing other coins such as Arth coin in their ecosystem. And this Arth coin is a kind of money that maintains its buying power irrespective of which direction the market goes, right? So that's pretty interesting. So if you click use Arth, you will be able to go to their docs or other applications to see what relevant information you can find about the Arth token itself. So preserve buying power. No more erosion of hard-earned wealth due to inflation. Arth protects and increases your purchasing power, shielding your financial life from the effects of excessive money printing. Right. So basically, Arth is the main token that they aim to use in order to preserve money. Every time you use fiat currency, you're basically using something which is losing value, right? And this is one of the reasons why Bitcoin was created in the first place, because Bitcoin acts as a store of value. And although there are several other cryptocurrencies that have a fixed supply, there are many cryptocurrencies that still have very high inflations, right? Let's say, for example, Ethereum 1.0 and Cake tokens are some of the examples of tokens that have infinite supply, but they have their own ways of dealing with inflation, right? So in this particular case, they're basically stating that Arth token protects protects your wealth from not being inflated away, because they have mechanisms to show that the Arth token protects value, right? So that's pretty cool. And if you scroll below, you can see it. They basically state that it's a value stability, protocol. So Arth is pegged against a global measurement unit consisting of a well-diversified, anti-correlated, carefully curated basket of assets to provide Arth users a lasting stability of intrinsic value, right? So basically, their main focus is to create a token, which in this case it's an Arth token. The token name is called Arth. Is basically pegged against a global measurement unit consisting of a well-diversified, anti-correlated, carefully curated basket of assets to provide Arth users a lasting stability of intrinsic value, right? So it's a basket of other assets, and also those assets are anti-correlated, which means when one goes up, not all the other tokens also go up. They're basically well diversified and well focused product like assets that are included in a basket in order to ensure that the Arth token itself is preserving the value, right? So elastic supply. Arth has an elastic supply, which means its supply can easily grow or shrink to meet the current market demand. So basically, they have this Arth token, which not only ensures to preserve value, but it also has elastic supply. So basically, it can print more of Arth tokens. The protocol can print more Arth tokens if it need be, or can reduce the supply when in order to maintain a particular peg, right? So if you scroll below, Arth, world's first value coin, and they pretty much use Arth as a means of protecting value and to transfer value between different assets. You can basically use MahaSwap in order to get the Arth token, right? So MahaDAO basically has featured Arth token, and MahaDAO itself as an ecosystem facilitates the the creation of token such as Arth, and this Arth has its own unique properties and which can be traded and swapped in multiple exchanges, but at the same time you can also get it from MahaSwap itself, right? Arth is a decentralized algorithmic stablecoin that aims to fight depreciation. Irrespective of which direction the market moves, Arth coin holders will never lose their buying power. So basically, again, in the world of rebasing tokens, Arth aims to be the rebasing token of the MahaDAO ecosystem, and it basically is a decentralized algorithmic not stablecoin, it's an algorithmic currency that has the potential to fight value depreciation, right? And how it does that is basically it ensures that all these three things that we discussed before, preserve buying power, value stability, and elastic supply, in order to ensure that the value of the buying power of the token is never depreciated from its holders, right? So that's pretty cool. Arth gives you financial freedom with no volatility, as it's a value stable currency that you control. Arth means wealth creation, one of the foremost goals of human life. Arth gives you financial freedom with no volatility, as it's a value stable currency that you control. Arth means wealth creation, one of the foremost goals of human life, right? Again, they have gone too deep into saying that this project is the Arth token itself is basically focused on creating value. It ensures to give you the users the control, and also make sure that you create you meet your financial goal, which is a part of human life and all that stuff. So basically, overall, the hype for this Arth token is pretty evident from the MahaDAO website. And if you want to learn more about the Arth token itself, you can click learn more and go from there, right? So again, Arth token aside, if you take the MahaDAO's native token, which is Maha token, it's basically a governance and utility token, right? So when you take any projects, they typically tend to have a governance token, and token is the governance and the utility token of the MahaDAO ecosystem. And as you can see, any token that gets listed on the MahaDAO ecosystem or created on the MahaDAO ecosystem gets to be publicized on their website. Arth token is one example, right? So that shows that this project is definitely really focused on high quality projects, high quality tokens being presented in its website, right? So that's an interesting phenomenon that you won't find in most other projects, right? So let's look at Maha itself, and you can purchase MahaDAO from Uniswap by clicking this orange button here. It will take you to the Uniswap site where you can buy Maha tokens. We'll cover the list of exchanges in a few seconds. So Maha is a governance token that empowers the token holders to vote on savings rates, stability fees, direction, strategy, and future course of action for the Arth coin, right? So again, as of now, it seems like Arth is the only token that they have on their website, and the main goal of the Maha token is to ensure that everyone who holds the Maha token has a governance rights in the direction in which the Arth token is moving, right, or Arth coin is moving, right? This includes the savings rates, stability fees, direction in which the token is going, strategy, and future course of action. So basically, Arth tokens survival and efficiency, and people who hold Arth tokens, they are indirectly reliant on, directly or indirectly reliant on the governance of how the governance mechanisms that are inaugurated by the Maha token, right? So if you hold Maha token, you're basically governing all kinds of decisions when it comes to the direction, fees, stability, savings rate, etc., 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 for the Arth token, right? You are basically in control of governing the future and the path by which the Arth coin should go, and it's fully in the hands of the Maha token holders, right? The Maha tokens help keep the Arth coin completely decentralized. So again, Arth is basically fully reliant on Maha token, right? Or people who hold the Maha tokens. and the direction through which Arth coin goes is going to be directly dependent on Maha token, and Maha token is basically responsible for keeping Arth token fully decentralized, right? Which is a pretty good, kind of like mechanism where you can clearly trace the path of Arth token to the success of Maha token, or the governance that's made from the Maha token holders, right? So that's pretty cool. Maha Ambassador Program. Join an exclusive army of ambassadors, become a part of the Maha DAO family, right? And also, one thing that I forgot to mention is Maha DAO is basically a decentralized autonomous organization, and that's why the name DAO. So you can become a part of the Maha DAO family by clicking this orange button to learn more and participate in their Maha Ambassadors program, right? Which, if you guys are interested, you guys can definitely participate. Community driven governance. Powered and governed by the people, MahaDAO is designed so that a vibrant community is at the helm of all decision making, using democratic frameworks like governance portals, forums, and the power of social discourse. Growth is driven by the community and for the community, right? Again, here they're basically stating how the project itself aims to make sure that the project is fully governed, and there's frameworks in place to ensure that governance is proper, and you can basically vote in a proper manner to govern the ecosystem fully. And if you click the vote icon and the forums, you'll be able to get more additional information on the governance activities that happened in the MahaDAO ecosystem, right? Contribution to the growth and adoption of Arth and MahaDAO ensures you rich rewards that will benefit everyone, right? So by contributing to the growth of Arth token, which can be done by holding Maha tokens and actively participating in the governance mechanisms for the Arth coin, you are basically ensuring the success of this ecosystem, right? That's pretty much it. And if you see ecosystem products, at the core of MahaDAO are products that will fuel the entire ecosystem. These products are built and managed by the community itself, right? So some of the projects that are managed by the community are MahaSwap is basically, I believe, the Uniswap of the MahaDAO ecosystem. MahaSwap is an innovative new DEX with incentives for Arth traders, right? So when you use MahaSwap, there's kind of like incentives for you to, for people who trade Arth tokens within the MahaSwap within the MahaSwap DApp, which is pretty cool. Arth CDP portal. The CDP portal is governed by Maha token holders and is used to lock in stable coins and issue Arth tokens, right? So basically, how do you create Arth tokens? You basically use the the Arth CDP portal, which is similar to the MakerDAO CDP portal, right? Where you kind of like lock assets, ERC20 tokens, and you mint DAI, which is a stable coin, right? In this case, it's slightly like it's actually reversed, where you can lock in stable coins in order to issue issue Arth tokens, which is not necessarily a stable coin, right? So that's something which is pretty cool. And this section is coming soon, so basically it's not open yet. I believe the MahaSwap is currently available, but the Arth CDP portal is not really available. Gasless wallet. The gasless wallet is the gateway for all users to easily transact with Arth in seconds without paying any gas fee. So this is going to be huge, right? Again, this is something that will kind of like attract several retail and non-retail audiences. So the main problem that we have currently is gas fees. Again, for any ecosystem, you see gas fees are mainly the problems, right? We obviously prefer the lowest gas fee possible, and if a protocol offers gasless transaction, then that will be the best case scenario, right? So MahaDAO knows this, and therefore they basically have a gasless wallet is basically a gateway for all users to easily transact with Arth in seconds without paying any gas fee. So you can basically transact with Arth tokens within the ecosystem and pay zero gas fees, right? So that's pretty cool. And this is also something in the pipeline. So these are some of the three key components of the MahaDAO ecosystem. built on layer 2 protocols. MahaDAO is the first DAO to implement its value coin across multiple different layer 2 chains and leverage all of their features, right? So basically, this whole MahaDAO ecosystem was built on layer 2 protocols, and if you see some of the features of their protocol are light speed ahead, less than 3 seconds. That's the average time it takes to transact Arth. Arth is money at the borderless speed of light. So basically, any transactions with Arth takes less than 3 seconds to complete, which is pretty cool. DeFi at its finest, basically that's something that they have as a hashtag. Gas fees evaporated. So with meta transactions, MahaDAO has eliminated gas fees for you. You can use Arth coins without any coverage, overheads, or hidden transaction fees. Again, basically, it is pretty quick, less than 3 seconds, and there is no gas fees, right? Whenever you transact with Arth tokens, hashtag DeFi at its lowest cost. Again, pretty much self-explanatory. Simply effortless, MahaDAO ensures trouble-free onboarding of users, providing an awesome user interface and a crystal clear flow of Arth, simple, effective, and smooth, right? So basically, they want to make sure that it's hassle-free. There is no issues with using the interface itself, and it's very smooth and effective and quick and cheap, right? Or feeless, right? So that's exactly what they aim to do. Hashtag DeFi at its smoothest. So yeah, basically they want to cover the speed, the transaction cost, which is basically free if you interact with Arth, and they want to make it as a smooth user interface, user-friendly interface, right? So that's pretty cool. Cross-chain liquidity. Arth is compatible with tokens and currencies from other blockchains to create a massive liquidity pool across the chains. You can stake, lend, borrow, trade Arth across chains coming soon. So basically, you can, once this is fully live, the Arth tokens can be staked in a cross-chain or cross-chain functional manner, which allows for Arth tokens to be used in a lending platform, or borrowing, or staking, or trading in either Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, multiple different chains, and that is something that they're planning to bring pretty soon, right? Again, here is some of the information that provides a hint of where you can potentially interact with both Maha and Arth tokens. It's basically going to cover the Solana blockchain, Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, Huobi Eco Chain, Cardano, and Polygon. So again, this is going to be huge in my personal opinion, because not only does this token, Maha token, serve as a governance token, it also focuses on the Arth token itself, which is going to be directly connected to Maha token, and the success of Maha token will directly determine Arth token success as well, right? And they aim to create this cross-chain, interoperable, quick, and gasless transactions for trading Arth tokens, and this is going to definitely be adopted in multiple different blockchains as shown in this picture, right? So that's definitely going to be something huge. Rich rewards via liquidity farming. Earn high interests and reap rich rewards on your crypto assets on the MahaDAO liquidity farming program, a community-based approach to market making on your crypto assets, where Maha tokens are farmed by providing liquidity to create Arth. As a miner, you can also earn interest on your Arth tokens by staking Arth and earning an interest from the Arth savings rate, right? So basically, they have this very robust liquidity or yield farming mechanism, where if you hold Maha tokens, okay, not only can you govern the direction by which the Arth tokens go in the future, you can also stake your Maha tokens to earn high yields in the form of Arth tokens. And these Arth tokens can also be staked in order to earn high interest rates paid out in Arth token. So by holding the Maha token, you are given Arth token, and you can use that Arth token to make even more Arth tokens, right? So it's basically maximizing efficiency, if you have to say like that. Then if you see the MahaDAO liquidity farming program follows an exponential distribution model of rewards. In Maha, early liquidity miners reap the most rewards, right? So here they're also saying that there are rewards paid out in Maha tokens itself, and early users will definitely get highly rewarded, right? Staking Maha tokens. Staking helps incentivize early buyers of Maha tokens to lock and keep their tokens out of circulation. Two staking programs with Ferrum Network, Maha token staking, and Uniswap LP staking, right? So basically, um, they want to encourage people to lock their Maha tokens, because by locking their Maha tokens, they're basically forcing people to remove their Maha tokens from circulation, which makes existing Maha tokens much more valuable, right? And currently they have two staking programs in place through the Ferrum network and through Uniswap liquidity LP token staking method, right, which is pretty common. So that's a pretty, again, cool, robust mechanism in place to earn Maha tokens as well as Arth tokens, right? Maha staking window has now been closed. So as of the time of making this video, the status of the Maha staking window has now been closed, but I believe they will launch another one pretty soon, right? So Q3 of 2020, they have their roadmap. Again, Q4 is done. Q1, basically Arth Phase 2 launch, which is going to happen in Q1 of 2021. Arth CDP portal launch, which is going to happen pretty soon as well. Governance portal launch, community governance, DApp integrations, right? So basically, they're focusing on integrating with multiple DApps in order to ensure that they can launch the Arth, CDP portal, and they can also launch their governance portal. So if you scroll below, Q2, they aim to provide chain liquidity adoption by DeFi platforms and DEXs, gasless wallet, developer, influencer, and community growth programs, right? So in Q2 is where MahaDAO's ecosystem starts to shine, right? They plan to have on-chain liquidity, I believe, and also ensure that it's adopted by several DeFi platforms and several DEXs. I believe this will definitely include Uniswap, SushiSwap, and in the Binance Smart Chain it will include PancakeSwap, and they will also probably include Maha tokens in several borrowing and lending platforms. I believe it's also there's also rumors of it appearing in Aave at some point in the future, but again, it could be speculations. But I'm pretty sure this will definitely be available on platforms like Cream.finance or Venus.io and Binance Smart Chain, and therefore it will draw in more attention, right? Gasless wallet is also planning to be released on Q2 of 2021. Developer, influencer, and community growth programs will take place in order to grow the community, right? Community-driven roadmap from Q3 of 2021 onwards. So basically, if you want to learn more about their Q3 plans for 2021, you can click this arrow and find additional information there. So they have had some media coverage in all of these media, locations, and that's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty much the end of the video. I think it's pretty much the very straightforward explanation of what the program does. They also have the token links of Maha and Arth tokens on the top, so that you can use these instead of trying to find clones, which may potentially be scams, right, on Uniswap or on Binance Smart Chain, right? So again, if you want to learn more about this product, please go to mahadao.com and go click the top right corner for the three lines and read through their information or find additional information that may help you with your research, right? So let's go back to the CoinGecko page for MahaDAO. As per CoinGecko, the token is currently ranked 876th based on market cap on CoinGecko, and it's currently trading at $9.35 per token, right? And it recently had a dip of 4.7% in the past 24 hours. So if you look at the market cap, right, the market cap for this token is $8.9 million. So this is a micro cap. It's actually smaller than so many other projects, and if you see the ranking, it's pretty much relatively unknown, and no one is literally talking about this token, right? So again, if I were to bet on this token, I believe that this token is going to skyrocket pretty soon once the Q2 programs launch, and once they start their Arth CDP portal, right, which will definitely draw a lot of attention, because apart from the fact that I believe that MahaDAO token itself will be very explosive in the future, the Arth token also deserves its own video, and it will definitely outperform several other tokens, right? By the end of this bull market. So the market cap, it's a micro cap, so this is an amazing opportunity for you guys to buy if you are interested in buying this token. Again, not financial advice. So since this token had a dip of 4.7%, this is a pretty good scoop at this point, right? $8.9 million is incredibly low for a project with high potential like MahaDAO. If you look at the maximum supply is only 9.99 million tokens, right? Which is amazing, because I really like tokens that have less than 100 million tokens in max supply. This token has way below that criteria, and I'm already liking this token way more than before right now. If you see the circulating supply, there's only 960,000 tokens that are in circulation. Although, if you see the difference between the circulating supply and the max supply, the gap is quite huge. This can, in the short term, lead to new tokens being released into the market that can slump the price of this token. But the factor is, since this token has very little max supply, that period of small inflation that will happen will only exist for not even for few months. It will definitely as soon as the full platform starts going live, and as soon as the Polkadot ecosystem starts flourishing, all of the tokens that will be released will definitely already be released. Most of the tokens will already be released in the ecosystem in the first place, and thereby this would not cause any further slumping of the price, right? And with a market cap of such low volume, I believe that this project will explode like crazy, despite the initial inflation that can potentially happen by releasing new tokens into the ecosystem, right? But again, this is going to be the case for all tokens regardless of their max supply. The only benefit of this token is, since it has a very low max supply, the phase for it to grow and become more and more scarcer is going to be relatively soon, which is going to see an explosion in the price of Maha token, right? Again, that's pretty much my opinion. If you see the token, the charts, this token has an incredible chart. It pretty much looks like an oscillator, because if you see, the token price goes up, down, and it's pretty much doing that consistently, right? So let's look at the data from December 2020, which was when we have the information for this token from. It was valued at $2.33 at the time, and then it immediately spiked to $16.14, and then had a crash, and then went to a low of $8.32, went back up, reached $17.60, went back down $9.59, went back up $23.62, went back down, went back up, went back down, and now it's pretty much moving sideways since late of February, and I believe that this will definitely pump again, right? So you can clearly see that it's pretty organic and much more energetic chart than several other tokens. There are some tokens that peak very early and then crash and then stay crashed for months, right? But this token seems to be having some decent ups and down activity, which means even if you're a short-term trader, you can use this pattern for advantage to predict when it can potentially go up or potentially go down and make some really good gains, right? But in my opinion, I would personally suggest people to hold long term, because not only is this token very low market cap and it's relatively unspoken in the ecosystem, in any of the crypto ecosystem right now, it also has a very high potential of being listed on Binance, right? Again, that's not based on gut feeling, that's based on the fact that Binance has invested in several Polkadot based ecosystems, and they are notoriously known for releasing tokens, listing tokens at very short notice, and they list tokens in such a way that nobody literally knows or nobody literally pays attention to those tokens, and they suddenly list it from nowhere, right? Since nobody is paying attention to MahaDAO, I believe that sometime when the Q2 program of MahaDAO, the Q2 roadmap is launched of 2021, I believe that Binance may potentially list this token with high probability, right? Even if this project does not get listed on Binance, which I highly doubt, due to the Polkadot parachain auction that's coming in soon, in a couple of months, this token is going to skyrocket and it's going to get notoriously famous for being one of the best performers because of its very low market cap, right? So that's pretty much my opinion. If you look at the Bitcoin comparative, again, I believe there is no real, oh yeah, it's coming in. So if you see, the Bitcoin comparative is basically the same. It's pretty much the same, where there is ups and downs in the Bitcoin comparative. It reached an all-time high of 69,000 Satoshis, and then went down, went up, down, and now it's pretty much on the lows, not only in the dollar comparative, but also in the Bitcoin comparative, right? Again, if this chart is an indication of the performance of this token in the short run, imagine how well this token is going to perform in the long run, right? And I believe that if you want to buy this token after doing your own research, obviously, this is the price point that you want to get in, right? $9.61 for a token that only has a max supply of 9.9 million tokens and a market cap of $8.9 million, which is incredibly low, right, for a token of this potential. And if you see, there is the trading volume is $2.6 million. So the 24-hour trading volume is also pretty low. So this is kind of like a very good project with the very little attention at the time of making this video. And there's only a matter of time before which people would start noticing this token and buy it and then increase the market cap and make it much more popular, so that other people can't get in, right? So if you feel like you want to buy a crypto gem, a DeFi gem to be specific, then this is the token for you, right? Again, you can obviously buy it with both dollar as well as bitcoins if you have some spare bitcoins, and the price for entry would be this price, that price that it's currently at right now. This is the perfect price to buy this token, right? It can potentially dip a little bit more, but I wouldn't really bother, because if you wait, the market cap is only going to be increasing, and there's only a small period of time before which people start making note of this token, right? If you look at the exchanges, you can get it from Uniswap, although I wouldn't recommend people getting it from Uniswap, because Uniswap is clogged and it's relatively slow. So if you get it from Uniswap, you better get a huge volume of this, because it should make you pay the gas fees worthwhile, right? If you look at the other exchanges, you can get it from BitMax, which is also one of the most reputed exchanges. So you can get it from USDT, from BitMax. You can get it from Who.com, Bilaxy, and BKEX. I wouldn't recommend anything from the third option. I would either recommend Uniswap or BitMax, but if you do have experience using the other tokens, other exchanges, then you can go ahead and purchase it from the other exchanges. But I personally haven't used it, and I don't really want to suggest people, especially retail investors, to buy from these exchanges, because I wouldn't really suggest anything that I myself haven't tested out, right? So I want people to be safe, and I want you guys to buy from the reputed exchanges, right? So what's my final verdict on this? Again, numerous factors literally scream at me that this token is highly undervalued, right? The first thing is the ranking. Okay, ranking is basically based on the market cap, and if you see the market cap, it's less than $10 million, right? It's a Polkadot based project, so that's obviously something that you definitely need to look into, because once Polkadot ecosystem goes live, you will never see any Polkadot token being this low of ranking. I believe all of the Polkadot based projects, including Kusama and Polkadot, will set new all-time highs. There are many projects that have 100x potential in the Polkadot ecosystem, and this token is the most likely candidate to cross 100x by the end of this bull run, right? Again, I'm not saying this as as a high hopium based guess, but I do believe that this project is literally built with strong fundamentals. The tokenomics makes complete sense. It's relatively undervalued. The ecosystem aims to create another token, Arth token, which will also depend on the success of the Maha token. So there are so many things that makes this project very cool, right? They're also focusing on cross-chain functionality, and since they're going to be working closely with Binance Smart Chain, I believe that there is a potential Binance listing coming pretty soon, right? If you see the charts, this also screams that this token is very much undervalued, and it's good not only for short term but also for long term. If you see, for short term, if you're a trader, you can understand the peaks and you can use the previous patterns to see when it's going to go up next and when it's going to go down next. For long term hodling, this is the best token, right? So again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.